Hello everyone, I just got a message from Dan telling me to check my email ASAP, and it's from a guy named Jarvis who says, "Hi Joel, I listened to some of your videos and it sounds like you and I have very similar businesses. But honestly, I don't see how it's possible for you to be making the money you claim to be making, because I have a little more than 30 contractors operating in three states. It's a struggle keeping regular contractors. An even bigger challenge for me to make the kind of money I would like to be making because of the low reimbursements from Logistic Care and MTM. What am I missing? What would be different if I were to join your network and become a licensee? Thanks, Jarvis." Bro, you are comparing apples to oranges. You need to go back and watch all my videos. You need to read through the website, youarethebroker.com, because our business models, bro, could not be further. They couldn't be more different. I mean, I've seen your business model. Okay. I've worked with people like you. You know, you're basically trying to, basically you're subcontracting from these brokers, and then in turn you're subcontracting to other people. And I get it. I mean, and I love what you're thinking. You know, you want to be that middleman, you want to be that broker, and that's awesome. I applaud that, because that's what I do in my business. But our actual business models of our clientele, the price points, who we serve, how we serve them, couldn't be more different. Again, I've seen plenty of people with business models like you in the passenger transportation, and bro, you just don't. Like you said right here, you said something about let's see, you're not making the kind of money that you would like to be making. Problem is, man, is that you're dealing with Medicaid brokers, and I'm sure some other people as well. But in that passenger transportation world, there's just not a lot of money, man. There's just not a lot of money in it. There's just no other way to put it. There's not a lot of meat on the bones. I mean, you're dealing with the Ubers and the Lyfts of the world. Those guys are all in that game too. You're doing all these ambulatory transports. You know, you mentioned it's hard to keep your contractors, because just like Uber and Lyft, I forgot what the statistic is, but the shelf life for an Uber and Lyft driver is a matter of months, because people realize, man, I'm beating up my car, and realistically, I'm not making a whole lot of money per hour. Same thing with you. So when you're dealing with these brokers out there, they get paid first. The money flows through them, and then they pay you. And if they want to dick around with the money, when they're doing any type of reconciliation about whether it's the end of the week, bi-weekly, once a month, whenever they're going to pay you, and they start auditing, we're not going to pay for this, even though it was a prior approval. Man, I see people get screwed over all the time. Obviously, I'm still heavily invested in the NEMT, because I deal with NEMT providers every single day. So I see it all. So a lot of these NEMT providers get screwed by some of these Medicaid brokers out there. So buyer beware. So that's why I tell people, don't build your business on the sand like that, where you are just so dependent upon these Medicaid brokers. One shift in their business model immediately ripples throughout your business. In most instances, it's a disastrous effect. So, you know, your price point it doesn't even compare to what we're doing. Again, I really encourage you to spend more time, go back, watch a lot of my videos, read through youarethebroker.com, learn more about what we're doing, because, you know, I just released recently, we finished up our Q2 numbers, and, you know, just our deliveries alone, we're averaging just over $100, per work order. You know, so it's like, I know your numbers are much lower for doing this passenger transportation, dealing with these brokers. Again, I applaud you, because you're well-intentioned. You're thinking outside the box. You want to be that middleman. You want to get the money. You don't want to carry the high overhead. That's awesome. And so because you are thinking like that, that's why I encourage you. You know, you specifically say, what would be different if I were to join your network and become a broker or become a licensee? I would encourage you, man, join youarethebroker.com, because you already have that broker mentality. The problem is you're fishing in the wrong pond, bro. You are fishing in the wrong pond. You're fishing over there with minnows. We're over here catching big fish where I am. Because, again, you have no meat on the bones for what you're doing in that passenger transportation. What we got over here is just higher price points, and we have many more ways to make money. We have so many different types of work orders that we perform. And our deliveries is honestly lower. I mean, everything from our express move to labor work we do, we have higher price points. So my contract, you know, you mentioned here you have a hard time keeping your contractors and finding them, whatever. hey man, you're in a tough gig. You're putting yourself behind the 8 ball because your contractors, just like those Uber and Lyft guys, they're killing their cars. They don't want to stick around and just make pennies. My contractors on the minimum are making 70%. And again, so let's say they do a $100 work order. That's 70 bucks right there. Plus they get a lot of cash tips. They're not just dealing with the Medicaid. Man, those Medicaid people, all due respect, they don't have the cash. They're not tipping anybody. My guys are getting big tips. There's a reason why I have such a high retention rate, because guys love me, because we put food on the table. We put the money in front of them. We show them the green. Not only do we pay them well, provide them with great opportunity, but they make even more money because of all their cash tips. You just, again, and I'm not faulting you at all. You are well-intentioned. You're just fishing in the wrong pond. Bottom line. So at this point in time, honestly, Jarvis, go back. Watch those videos. I got a ton of videos on the YouTube channel. We got a ton of videos on the website, all that stuff. Spend time doing that. Reach back out to us. Let us know. Shoot Amelia a question. Let her know. If you're serious about moving forward, you want to be a broker? Bro, we're your man. I'm your man. So we got the opportunity. We'll take care of it. Just reach out to us. Spend time learning more so you know exactly what we're doing. Then reach back out to us. And we will get you headed in the right direction. So for those of you watching this, I know there's plenty of people who are like Jarvis, through no fault of your own. I've seen those type of business models all the time. Some of them are even, Jarvis, I've dealt with brokers like you who are in the passenger transportation industry, who are twice the size of you, and they're lucky if they even make 6 figures. They are lucky if they, and I say make, I'm talking about them as the broker taking home. They are lucky if they even take home 6 figures, and we're talking they got 50, 60 contractors, multiple states, same state, whatever, and they're lucky if at the end of the year they scrape out, you know, a 6-figure salary. That is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There is so much money to be made out there, bro. You need to get in the act, get in the game. Start making real money. You want to make real money? I'm going to show you how to make real money. Bottom line, because my numbers speak for themselves. My business model speaks for itself. So I encourage you, go back, learn more, understand. So clearly you understand my business model versus yours. You could distinguish between the difference. And if you're serious about moving forward, reach out to us and we will make sure that we connect with you and take care of you. And likewise, anyone watching this, you do the same, because at the end of the day, I'll see you at the top.